Welcome to Coach's Corner. So this week we're joined by Matt Cairns, the head coach here at Wirral Rugby Club. Matt, so before we talk about the season and Wirral, I want to talk about you and your experience as a player, because you've had a great career playing at the likes of Sale, Queen's, Saracens, and even representing the country. I want to know what the difference is between Level 1 and the National Leagues.
Yeah, I think obviously it's a long time ago now. It feels like a long time ago, 5-6 years since I played at that level and retired. But yeah, I think the main difference is probably the speed at which the game's played, and obviously, I mean, even since I've retired in the last 5 years, the levels of physicality in the Premier League, even, and then obviously international standards gone right up through the roof. The better athletes are coming into the game now, and the game's become much more professional. So that's probably the big difference, I think, between that level and maybe the national leagues going up to the National 1 and the Championship.
So what do aspiring players need to be working on to make it to the top of the game, or be the best player they can possibly be?
Yeah, I think that's the important thing. You said, being the best player that they can be. I think it's probably understanding their role in the team, understanding the game, and constantly working on their own game, trying to get better, how they can improve themselves, and then how they can improve the team, and that's what probably the top clubs are looking for. And it's obviously that's an attitude thing, and how they train and how they conduct themselves away from the match pitch on a Saturday.
Let's talk about Wirral. 9 games into the season, how's it been from your point of view?
Yeah, from a results point of view, it's been fairly mixed. We've won. I think we've won 5, lost 4. The games we've lost have been on the road. We haven't really performed on the road yet, and we've played the top 4 teams, I think, away from home, which will have something to do with it. So, in terms of performances, mixed as well. We changed a few things in the summer. We've had a couple of new players come in. And sort of constantly trying to improve the things we do. So I'm fairly happy from a coach's point of view where we're at the moment, but we're constantly looking to try and see how we can improve ourselves week in, week out.
Let's talk about the changes over the summer. What were the ambitions coming into this season? Because you've been in touch and distance for the past 2 league campaigns.
Yeah, absolutely. We reached the playoffs to go up in a couple of years ago and missed out narrowly to Hinckley in the final. And that's our aim. Our aim is to go as far as we can in the league, and we try and go game by game basis, and then we'll just add the points up when we get to the end. But obviously, when you look at it, take a step back from it, we want to get promoted. That's our ultimate ambition. But this is a tough league. You've got likes of Preston Grasshoppers come down, Harrogate come down from the league above, Kirkby Lonsdale have come up from the league below, and they're teams that are all pushing to go back up. So it's a very competitive league, which is great for us, and it's a good standard. So.
And it all starts today. You take on Birkenhead Park. What sort of a game can we expect? How do you beat these boys and pick up the local bragging rights? Yeah,
I mean, it's a local derby, and sometimes you can say, you throw form and all that sort of stuff out the window. It's going to be a good, fiery local derby, what you'd expect from a local derby. We've played them a few times over the last few years, and there's probably a little bit of niggle locally, and they're traditionally a strong forward pack. They'll look to play close to the touchlines probably with their big forward pack, and we've got to work out a way to combat that and try and keep the game open and as flowing as we possibly can.
Matt, I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Best of luck for today.
Cheers. Thank you.